Welcome back to the screencast. In this video, we are going to understand comments. Comments play a very important role in the documentation of any project. Say you have a 400 line long function, and yes, it is possible to write a 400 line long function. Then it is quite difficult for a newcomer to understand what that function does, or even you yourself who wrote the function might find it difficult to understand what is happening after you look at the code, say 1 year after you write it or 2 years after you write it. So comments play a very important role in that aspect, where you just write the logic in human readable form in English, and the lines are completely ignored by the interpreter, and that is why the program is more readable from the human perspective. Now comments come in two ways. Comments can either be single line comments or multi-line comments. I recommend you to read the link given in the description, so you'll be equipped with the necessary theory to understand this video. So coming back to the topic, comments can be of three types. A package level comment, which is basically a multi-line comment. It can be a single line comment. Oh, I'm sorry, there are only two comments. One is single line comment and another is multi-line comment. A multi-line comment at the start of the function, at the start of the code, say file.py, at the start of the file.py is called as a package comment. A single line comment is basically a single line comment, and a comment which is immediately before a function is a function comment. So there is no actual significance, it is just human notation. Now single line comment and multi-line comments are fundamentally two different things, and we need to understand them implicitly. So single line comment is applicable only to one line. So it starts with an hash. So the hash can be anywhere on a line. It can be either like this, where it is present in a completely new line itself, or it can be at the end of any code. What we have to understand is, after hash, this complete thing will be ignored. The interpreter is going to ignore it. So even if I write something and save this and I'll run it, so this is going to run because the compiler is going, interpreter is going to ignore every character which comes after hash until the current line ends. So if you want to write, say, more than one lines of comments, so what you'll have to do is you'll have to write now this is a multi-line comment, because for one statement you have two separate comments, but they are two separate single line comments. Now this is a single line comment. I'll remove this because it is not necessary. Now this is not a very good way of commenting, because say you want to write a big comment. Say you want to write a big comment. At the start of the package. So these are four lines of comments which describe the function, or not the file, and these are four separate single line comments. Now what we can do easily is we can just replace this with a triple line comment and we are good to go. Now triple line comment can either be the double quote used three times or the single quote used three times. This actually creates a string and it will be neglected here. You can even assign this to a function. We'll see that when we understand use how to use strings. So comments basically are ignored and they are used to highlight some part of the function or some part of the code for a human being. Comments can be of three types: single line, multi-line, and two types: single line and multi-line. A single line comment starts with a hash and is and extends until the end of the current line, and a multi-line comment can either have three triple quotes or a double quotes or single quotes. So how this is evaluated is the moment you get three quotes, either double or single, then it assumes that this is a new comment, and the moment until it hits three triple quotes again, then it then this complete value is the comment text. Same is the case with single quotes. So here you can have double quotes, single quotes, double quote, single quote, double quote. It doesn't matter. The reason being, this is now a literal string because the only thing that matters is the presence of three triple quotes. Because we started this comment using three double quotes, the end would be three double quotes. So inside this you can have single double quote, double double quote, single quote one times, or single quote two times, or as many single quotes as you want. So I added as a random number of single quotes, then I added double quotes, but I can't have three double quotes here. Because if I have three double quotes here, then the resulting string would end on the line number 3, and this would be a syntax error. So I'm not going to run this, but I can easily have two double quotes because these two double quotes are not going to end this triple quote. Same is the case with single quotes. You'll get a hang of this when we understand strings. So don't fret over it if you are not comfortable with it. I'll recommend that you use an interpreter and try this out by yourself. Now coming back to the real reason why comments are basically used to highlight the logic of our program, and we might have an urge to unnecessarily document everything. Now import OS is a standard library call, and anybody who understands Python knows it, and that is why there is absolutely no need to write a comment over here that this will import the OS package or something like that. It is utterly useless. os.listdir is also a function, a well documented function. There is no need to say that we store. This is a completely unnecessary comment. So we don't have to do that. What we do need to comment is the logic that we are using and not the logic of the standard library that we'll be borrowing inside our program. So let's say this. So this is a genuine comment that would be a tad helpful to the readers of the program, because this is something that we wrote. os.listDor is just a function call. Import OS is just going to import the OS package. There is no logic being applied there. They are just mechanical calls. But when we do some if or else, then it is a logic. It is the logic of our program. So this would warrant a comment. Now the reason I have spaces over here is because Python uses indentation for structures or for understanding the control flow of a program. We'll be taking up indentation in the next video. So thank you for watching and please stay tuned for the next one.